Yeah. Yeah, no, I gotta go. I gotta go do this stupid stream.
Troy,
with my loser friends.
Troy,
I'm gonna perform in front of an obviously stupid audience.
Troy, you're live. Troy, you're live right now.
Troy, you're
still
live.
on. Troy.
Yeah, no, sorry. I'll call you back later. I go live and. Welcome back to Side Quest Side Sesh. The only live show that starts right on time.
Right on time, 50% of the time.
Woo! I got scared.
You got scaid. You really got scared.
Yeah, you got him. I think you injured him.
He's faded from existence like Marty McFly.
You can't even see him. That was really funny. That was really funny.
Oh, God. That was fun.
What a great memory now that I have.
That's all over now.
For later.
How's everybody doing tonight? It's a lovely Thursday, and we're walking into episode 10 of Side Quest Side Sesh. Feels like just 10 weeks ago we started this one-off.
Wow. Is it once a week?
Once a week.
Wow, that blows my mind.
Skid took 2 weeks off in the middle.
Wow. Just maintaining that kind of breakneck schedule. I don't know how y'all do it.
You can't keep up with
One
it.
commitment a week. Can't do
keep
it.
up. Do it. Oh, man.
I'm doing good. I feel real good today.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
What happened to you today?
There was nothing particular. Well, you know what? I did a lot of work. When you do a lot of work in a day, you end up feeling better than when you're just like laying around or, taking care of kids. It's the worst. And so I actually got work done today, Naish work, and felt good. And I worked like right up until the wire until we went live. And so now I'm like ready to play. Now it feels like playtime. Doesn't feel like work time, which is good.
Right up until the wire. Did that include the last 45 minutes of you and Skid playing a video game?
Let's not bring up
that part of the work.
That was part of technical testing for the live stream. Okay. Grant was doing it too. Grant did it too.
I did it a full 8 minutes after them because I was getting the tech set up for the stream. So I'm irresponsible, but not as irresponsible.
I would like to be irresponsible, but they picked a game that I can't play.
Sorry, Matthew.
It was done out of spite.
Why don't you?
It really was. You weren't there for it, but they were being really mean, Troy. They were being really, really rude.
Why don't you pull an Ellen and call up Tim Cook and tell him that your Apple computer doesn't play Deep Rock Galactic?
There's so many things in that suggestion
you really took
Ellen DeGeneres actually called Steve Jobs when her iPhone stopped working. Like that's how incredibly famous and powerful she is. That instead of like going to the Genius Bar or calling her smart nephew that knows how to do things or like a friend, she just called Steve Jobs.
Was it effective? Did he fix her iPhone?
I don't know. If I were Steve Jobs, I would have told her to go to hell. I would have been like, that's not my job.
Knowing Steve Jobs, he probably did.
He probably did.
Do you think Steve Jobs was like, all right, you just got to press volume up, volume down, and then hold the right button?
Yep.
You all set, Ellen? When the Apple comes up, release the power button.
Listen, Ellen,
Let me know if that worked for you, Ellen.
Here's how you jailbreak your iPhone 3GS. And you can install all the games you want once it's jailbroken. It was the best of times.
Oh, jailbreak. You know what's fun is my iPhone now, because I sweat on it a lot. I've been working out outside and I just drip on it all day. Look, a little Archer in his glass can.
Yeah, that's so
He's
cute.
looking good, man.
Isn't that fun? I can't type the letter Q. Unless it's an app that allows me to put the keyboard sideways. I can't type the letter Q. And just that one letter is enough to really throw off my day. When I try to write Side Quest Side Sesh in a tweet, it'll take me an hour and a half because I just like the West comes up. Quest, no, capital Q. Capital Q, it spells out capital. No!
Wait, Troy, do I see correctly that you are also going caseless in our new quarantined world? I'm going caseless now. I never normally do, and it feels great.
You know what? The world's a safer place now. I feel like who needs a case?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not on a case construction
in this
site.
really safe world. I did it because I thought that anything that was obstructing the letter Q needed to go. And it's not just the letter Q, because sometimes like it'll get really wet and I'll go to press something. It just started randomly calling people, and like it'll close out of app, start typing text on its own. But then it'll be, I can't use A and R some days. I can't use D. The worst thing is I haven't finished paying for it yet. You know, when it's like you're just paying like $30 to Apple every month till it's paid off. So I would just get a new one, but it's out of principle. It's out of principle until I'm allowed to do the upgrade. I can't do it anyways.
Did I ever tell you guys that the time that I randomly FaceTime, my phone broke and I randomly FaceTimed F. Murray Abraham?
That's amazing.
No, you did not tell us about that.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that happened.
Did he?
No, I got it hung up after like 3 things, and I was just oh my God, and I was mortified.
Were you just like spamming the F key and he appeared?
I called. Well, no, that phone was broke and it randomly called people.
That's really a specific kind of broken.
Yeah, and it happened
randomly
to some
call
people
F. Abraham.
Yeah, where it didn't matter.
Like,
I
who
think
are
he
you
was,
trying
the
to go
first-
for?
He was definitely the first one in my entire library, which is why I think that happened.
I was trying to call E. Murray Abraham, and it just fucked up.
I just imagine Joe going to the Genius Bar and being like, my phone. It just started randomly calling F. Murray Abraham and be like, oh yeah, we've seen this before.
This is a
Very
problem with the
problem.
Very common problem. Don't worry, it's not your fault.
There's an update coming on Tuesday, but I'll have to fix this now.
You know, all iPhones are shipped with a U2 song and F. Murray Abraham's personal number. So we get that a lot. You can't delete it. You try to delete it, and it just.
You're like, I like what F. Murray Abraham. I admire him as an actor, but I don't need to talk to him. I wish I could
I feel like
delete
I'm bothering him. I don't want to bother him.
It's a weird deal we worked out with old F.
We're also thrilled you came to the Fifth Avenue Apple Store, which is where all of our customers shamelessly name drop celebrities in their phone.
Yeah. This guy over here says he called Brett Ratner.
Oh, perfect.
I was prepping today for the sesh, and I started thinking about how we're nearing the end here. I don't want to give it away too much because I don't know how many more episodes it's going to take. Maybe tonight. Who knows? What if you zig when I thought you were going to zag? But the end is nigh of this particular module that we're running. And I was thinking about what to do next. When we first started, I read something. I was like, oh, this will be perfect because it goes right in. It kind of flows naturally. I can do something to some sort of connective tissue between the stories. But then I thought, like, what if we wanted to like switch to second edition? Because I read this great second edition module the other day, and I was like, oh my God, this is like crazy matched up. But I don't think we can't get a vigilante, a second edition vigilante. I think everybody else you could probably, even Joe, like we could ask Paizo for the alchemist or the investigator or whatever.
Is that in the advanced players guide?
I think it's in the thing that's coming out in July. But
yeah, I don't know, but either way, you can make an alchemist and work around it. Yeah.
So I thought about it, but without. So I decided we have to kill crystal ghosts. It's the only thing.
I was going to say there are certainly ways around that,
right? Maybe he'll die. I think someone's going to die. I really do.
Or maybe the professor and the crystal ghost will finally integrate their identities.
Oh.
And maybe they'll be able to overcome that early childhood trauma and become a fighter.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm sure they have the same weaponry. You just would have a few different. I mean, everyone's abilities would kind of change a little bit to second edition.
So wait, would it be more of a split personality in the same place at the same time?
I don't know.
Like talking to the professor and be like, "Are we talking to the crystal ghost now, Professor?"
I don't know.
I want to talk to the professor. I'd like to speak to the professor now.
Is the professor here?
Listen, before we dig deep into my character's psychiatry, why don't we just figure out what the mechanics in the game are, and then we can talk.
I think it's a really good idea, though, for Troy and Matthew to have their own solo podcast where Matthew reenacts the Spider-Man clone saga as the Crystal Ghost and plays like 300 different Crystal Ghosts in the same episode. It'd be really good.
That is a very specific request, Scram. I don't think we have time.
Your references are on fire tonight.
Scarlet Spider, I love him.
Nick Lowe's in the chat like, woo! Woo! I was reading one of Nick Lowe's tweets today, and he was like, episode 48 of Spectacular Spider-Man was like, change your life. You never say that. Nick never undersells an issue of Spider-Man.
No, he's very excited. He's
never like
excited.
a pretty mundane issue of Spider-Man coming out tomorrow. You might enjoy it, you might not.
Yeah, and in
You could probably
Nick Lowe's defense, he never undersells an episode of the Glass Cannon podcast either.
That's true.
That's true.
That's why we love Nick Lowe.
Exactly.
And I'm the same exact way.
I've seen you hype yourself up plenty, Troy.
I'm nothing if I'm not hyped. Usually, if I know it's going to be garbage, I overhype it just so it's like, oh, that wasn't great.
Now everyone knows the secret.
Damn it!
Yeah, take note, fans.
Right,
That's
seen a lot of hype.
enthusiastic. just give it a miss.
It's probably going to be poop. So we got this tonight. We got side quest side sesh 10 happening right now in real time, unless you're listening to it later, like
10
a
weeks
weirdo. And not watching it live. And then Saturday night, we're doing a stream for PaizoCon online, which obviously started on Tuesday. I think people have been bipping and bopping. Our good buddy David Winters has already run something like 14 games since Tuesday night.
Wow.
We know a lot of people are playing, but we're going to be playing with Eric Mona, and we're going to be playing 2E. That's why I bring it up, because I've been like going back through 2E, being like, oh, that's how these rules work. Can't wait to forget these Saturday night.
With the spotlight on.
But that'll be fun. That's going to be happening at 7 p.m. Eastern, because we're on Seattle time. They're doing it'll be 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 Eastern. And then if anybody's interested, I'm doing a stream on Sunday. I got asked to be a part of this thing called Stream of Blood. It's usually a bunch of comedians. Thomas Middleditch has been on a few of them doing Vampire the Masquerade. I'm going to be on one playing Call of Cthulhu. This is going to be Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. I think, 2 p.m. Pacific, because they're all in LA. It's hosted by comedian Jared Logan. I'm going to be on that. I think it's going to be fun. I've never played with other people, so it's going to be, I just got to kind of jump right in. I'm a little like, I got to go play pretend, and it's not my buddies. How's this going to work? But you should definitely check it out, because we were just talking, I don't know if on Cannon Fodder or in the after party, about how much I've been dying, and a lot of us have been dying to play like Call of Cthulhu, the original, and not just Delta Green. And so I'm excited to jump in and play that Sunday, 2 p.m. And I'll post the links on social media. Stream of Blood. Anyways.
Steal all of their tech secrets.
Yeah.
Like everything that they do to make everything smooth and work well, just steal everything.
Yeah, I've never seen them have a tech problem.
Yeah, nobody but us. Everybody's fine.
I'm going to sit in the back and just kind of chime in some role playing every once in a while, and just notice like mic placement and levels.
Right, exactly. Just notice like megahertz levels, the bits, the sample rates.
Oh, you have an actual producer who isn't on the stream helping you. Interesting. That's a good start. I got an email from that producer today. I was like, what a novel idea. Someone who's not on the stream handling all of this stuff.
Wait, you mean the GM of the stream isn't writing and sending you a contract to do something?
Yeah. Got a nice email from him. Hey, thanks for joining the society.
As you were discussing that, I actually had to pull out my quieter keyboard in front of me because I forgot to do it while setting up tech tonight. So that is that's fun. I love it.
That's something a producer. That's something Chuck could have done.
Yeah. Could have crawled out from under my desk.
Love Chuck.
Plugged it in. Would have been great.
Any poop. Last week things got hairy in good old Ravenmoor. You went from a situation where, due to some really bad rules mess ups, Joe's character Alfonso and Matthew's character, the Crystal Ghost, were left pretty low on con. Some con damage, and you just felt like you had information here you needed to push forward, and push forward you did. Although you were in various weakened states. Not Braven and not Karizor, but Crystal Ghost, a little beat up, and Alfonso really in rough shape. So you press on to this abandoned farmhouse. You see a light in the window, but everything looks boarded up. It's very strange. You're surrounded by all this corn and the moonlit sky and that constant buzzing in the air that you've heard ever since you got to the hinterlands of this area. So you go up to the door, you try to break in, you see this like corpse hanging on the vines with a weird misshapen head. couldn't quite place it, and didn't look like any other creature you had seen before, but it was an ominous tone setter before you went into the abandoned farmhouse. You go inside, and you're dressed up as the cultists. 3 of you are doing the Wookiee prisoner trick, and the ruse almost worked, were it not for Alfonso, I believe's poor bluff check. And the guy was like, "Wait a minute, something ain't right here." Luckily, you make short work of these mosquito masked cultists. One of which was Harry Beaupain, and they all had these sickles that were tipped with blue winnis poison, which would have made things even worse for you. You continue on. Eventually, Karizor checks out the alcove above that room and finds this quilt with a really disturbing scene drawn on it, kind of like a triptych of telling this story in multiple parts of some sort of cult activity. You go into one room, the floor drops out, Karizor almost falls straight through. You push on and you find an alchemy lab. They're harvesting these weird black mushrooms that you ate at the Founder's Feast. They're making blue winnis poison. They've got all this shit going on in there. The black mushroom mold comes to life and attacks you and engulfs a couple of you and leaves you, 2 of you, I think, with illnesses that should kick in sometime tomorrow. You go into the next room. You see a staircase going down. You think this is probably the last room in this building. Staircase going down. Maybe there's some more answers down there. Some answers. Before you can get down the stairs, you hear something on the ceiling. A ceiling that is covered with a blanket of moths, just like a slowly moving carpet of moths on the ceiling. And all of a sudden you look up as a creature attacks you from invisibility, becoming visible in the surprise round. And it's the Weaver, Alisna. But she is just like a husk of a body, like a snake had molted its skin, and the skin was the outer body of a human being, just kind of hanging off the body of some horrible looking arachnid that is the size of Karizor, if not bigger. I said last week, wait till you see this thing. Let's go to the map here. I'm going to show you. I put a full picture.
Oh, no. Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
That's the Weaver.
Oh.
Yikes.
May I have this dance, sir?
Wow.
Okay.
Truly horrible.
Yeah.
I can't stop staring at it. It's just, you can see there's like no life in the eyes. The body was just you can't even call it a costume. It was like a second skin that the spider has crawled out of, but it's still hanging from its body.
Like a suit, like a Alisna suit.
Like an Alisna suit. Everybody put your Alisna suits on. It's going to be cold out tonight.
I think if I saw that in real life, I would be really scared.
I think that's a fair assumption.
Me too, Skid.
I
Me
would
too.
be more scared when I see what she's going to do to you in the surprise round. Why don't we roll for initiative? Roll top.
Oh, God.
All right.
Just as a couple of buddies.
Once again, would love to bring it up. I have an ability called Scent, which means I can smell invisible shit as good as I can see it if it's within 30 feet.
That's fair.
Just wanted to put that on the record.
You would have smelt it then when you walked into the room. So what I'll do is I will let you act in the surprise round as well.
Great.
I will say that you were aware, and she was definitely aware.
I would argue that spiders are odorless. Let me pose the question. When have you ever smelled a spider? Can you describe the smell of a spider? No.
But have you ever encountered a giant spider, Skid? A spider as big as you?
Moving on.
This one, just from the picture alone, looks like it smells awful. I'm just going to say.
You know what
Just to
probably
throw that out
stinks
there.
is the body husk The body husk is probably stinky. Maybe the spider smells quite nice. But the body husk has got to have a real stank to it.
This well-cologned vision of horror.
Yeah, it sounds like an aftershave my grandpa had. Body husk.
Body husk.
This whole bathroom smells like it. Just brings back all these memories.
Let me talk initiative. Karizor, what'd you get?
Oh, sorry. 9. I got a 9.
9 for Karizor. Alfonso.
22.
Oh, Alfonso.
Yeah, buddy. I'm all over this
Crystal.
crazy spider, dead lady, weaver thing.
Ghost.
11.
11. Braven.
21.
Ooh.
Forever 21.
Forever 21. All right. Well, the surprise round has changed slightly because, Alfonso, you get to go first.
Right. In which case I'll say, there's something there. I could smell it above the stairs. And everyone acts in a surprise round. Boo! Oh!
Is that how it works?
I'm just saying, that's what I do.
Okay. Definitely not how it works. So, what standard or
I
move action would you like?
I guess if multiple people fail perception, I guess they just don't believe me.
You're full of shit.
He does this every time. The old invisible spider trick.
The boy who cried invisible spider.
You're very
He's
sick,
such a
Alfonso.
josher. Always joshing us.
I am
It is-
going to.
I should tell you, obviously, it is attached to the ceiling, which is 10 feet up,
Okay.
looking down at you upside down in this horrible way.
All right. There's something up there. I can smell it. And I will draw a flask as my move action.
Draw in the old flask. It's going to fire down a web at one of you, and that person is going to be our unfortunate Knoll buddy.
No.
Let's see if the web hits
Web.
the flat-footed AC 10.
Nice.
That is a miss.
There's a miss. The web
That is a
flies off to the side. It is now round 1, and it is Alfonso's turn again.
Alfonso is going to. Is it behind a wall, sort of, to me?
No, it's just stuck to the ceiling.
So do I have line of sight?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you in the room?
I will move a little. Yeah, I am.
Braven might have a little trickiness in terms of line of sight. He'd have to get in the room, but everyone in the room has line of sight to it.
Okay.
That wall is just a little partition, so someone doesn't just fall down the stairs.
Okay. I'm going to flank out to my left, putting myself into the back corner of the room with this thing in the opposite corner, and then I'm going to heave this vial of alchemist's fire at the spider.
Ooh, see, that's nice. Where it's on the ceiling, you don't have to worry about it hitting your buddies.
Right. That's what I'm hoping, that it's far enough away that it's not within splash range.
Just got to roll to hit.
All right. Rolling to hit. Where's my... Okay. So,
Well, it's interesting. I'll tell you after. Okay.
that is a 12 against touch. AC.
That is a miss.
Oh.
Now, here's
well-
the thing. As you said, I was worried if my buddies are going to be in the splash range. They actually would be in the splash range because I think of it as like it's a 10-foot ceiling. So they are, anyone below her is 5 foot adjacent. Do you know what I mean? So
I do know what you mean, but it also depends on where it randomly lands. Like if it lands on the square behind
if you
her.
would hit it, yes, splash damage. Where you missed it, now it's a matter of where it randomly lands. So roll a d20 since there's 3 dimensions and see where it lands.
Okay. All right.
No,
we'll do
I'm
that. Well, 17 on a d20, which I think is favorable to us. So why don't you put it behind her and she does a reflex save for splash damage, which is a point.
Okay.
She doesn't even need to do a reflex save. Oh, no. Yeah, she does.
What's the DC?
It is 15.
I mean, yeah, it's interesting. It's every week there's something. It's like, if you're throwing it at the ceiling, wouldn't it just be one of the squares around her? But since there's other things, it could be below her as well. Normally, you roll
Right,
what,
but you had me
3D?
roll a d20 and I rolled a 17, which to me figured favorable result. You know, if we rolled a natural one, I'd be like, unfavorable result.
Yeah, I was just thinking what the actual rule in that case would be. It's better to just not worry about it and do what you're saying, but I am curious.
I mean, there would be how many squares? Matthew? Because there's 8 squares. So would it be 3
16.
dimensions? So would it be 24 squares?
No, it's because we only care about. Troy said it's only 2 squares. The room is only 2 squares high.
Right.
So there would be 17 squares, right?
Right. Well, you know what? Just assume that I chucked it with enough force that it hits the ceiling somewhere, but it's just.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, she rolled a 20 on the reflex, so it won't be.
Okay. So she's good.
But I'm curious. Braven, you are up, good buddy. You're in the other room there.
Let me just start by saying this is a lot like the Clone Saga in Spider-Man. There were some crazy spider-human clones, and there were web and stuff from the ceiling, so thank you for that. I really appreciate it.
Did you get offered a job by Marvel over the week?
Braven wants to know from the GM if it is acceptable for him to 5-foot step through that door so he can do a move equivalent action afterwards. Is that diagonal workout?
You know, if you had asked me a week ago, I would have said yes. But I asked that same question to one of my GMs the other day, who shall remain nameless. He's wearing an orange hat, and he said no. So I'm going to follow that man's advice and say, no, you have to actually move into the room.
Okay. Braven will take a step in and will accept a 2nd point of burn in order to throw an elemental fist. I would have been able to gather power and resist that burn, but I'll take it on because this is serious business. Let's get it. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
That's a miss.
Oh, no. Okay.
She's like moving left to right up there, dodging shit. It's her turn. For you, one of her. Let's get out a D4 here. What do you think? Grant 1, Joe 2, Skid 3, Matthew 4. Grant 1.
Oh.
I need you to roll a save for me. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a will save. Yes.
That is my worst score out of the box. Probably a fail with a 13.
Ooh. DC 14. Charm person.
Oh,
no. You look at that spider that a second ago you thought was so gross and disgusting, and now you think it's your best friend, your best pal in the whole wide world.
How much
point of order.
water damage do you usually do to your best friends?
Point of order on this.
You want me to roll to cast defensively?
No, Grant should get a bonus on that save because he's currently being threatened by that creature. I remember this from back in the holidays.
That is true. That does sound right to me.
Creature is being threatened or attacked by you or your allies. It receives a +5 bonus on its saving throw.
Looks like you are right, LaRusso.
Well, I guess I won't roll to cast defensively. Matthew, bottle cap.
Nice done.
Yeah! Nice, dude.
Wow, you just made a lot of people proud who are listening to this, Matthew.
You just made a lot of money.
You just made a lot of cold, hard cash.
Cold hard bottle cap cash.
It'll take a 5-foot step onto the wall. It moves really, really fast onto the wall. So now it's defying gravity, stuck to the wall, and its neck is like lurched out, looking at you as the husk just drapes off of its body. And it is the Crystal Ghost turn.
Okay, so is it on the wall above the stairs, or it's still 10 feet up in the air?
Back wall.
Okay, so no way for me to really get to it with the sword. So I guess what the Crystal Ghost will do is sheathe her long sword and draw a dagger. She has a couple of daggers on her. And that's two
your
move
turn.
actions, right? Okay, good. That'll be my turn.
Unless you want to move while drawing the dagger, which you could.
You know what? I will do that. I will move to the back wall while drawing the dagger.
And that would provoke, right?
I mean, it's 10 feet in the air on the opposite wall, so I guess it's 10 minutes reach.
when
Now
we
it's come
invoke
down onto the
Pythagoras.
wall. Where are you?
I
where you
was
are.
here.
Where are you? Show yourself. Where are you? I can't see you. Open your eyes. Oh, there you are.
If that would provoke, I'll roll acrobatics to do it. That's
Trying to picture where 3 dimensions just drive me crazy. I'd rather not even do it. Yeah, just
know.
roll to avoid.
okay. 11.
11. That does not sound good, Matthew.
Nope, doesn't sound good at all.
It just
Actually sounds terrible.
goes to bite you.
Ha chunk.
Chunk hunk.
Chunk hunk.
Chunk hunk.
I'm sure this giant spider, whose friends, dip all of their blades in poison, is not venomous at all.
No, I'm sure it's fine. I don't know if a 22 will hit you, though.
Yeah, it will hit me.
Oof.
Let's talk about max damage. Let's talk about 6 points of damage. And then I wonder if you have to roll any type of save when a spider woman bites you. Go ahead and roll a fortitude save, Crystal G.
Oh man, I love Spider Woman too.
19.
19. You're all right.
All
Would have
right.
been good if you failed because this one takes effect immediately. There's no onset period. I like poisons that have an immediate effect to the person that gets poisoned. But you're all right.
All right.
Is Karizor all right? Let's find out, Karizor.
Okay, so Karazor, great sword in hand, says, I thought my nose did detect the oily stench of arachnid. And takes an overhand chop at the spider.
Oh no.
That is a 16 hit.
16 misses.
Oh.
It's got a pretty high AC. Braven felt good about his toss, didn't work, and now Karizor's got pretty much point blank range, but it's just like it's darting back and forth on the wall. Imagine some fast twitch muscles. Let's go to a new round.
Kill spiders like this before. It's very frustrating.
You should just grab it with a napkin and bring it outside and release it.
Yeah. Just put it onto an envelope and just let it out outside.
I found 3 stink bugs today in the house. I don't know where they're coming from, but you can't just squish them or they'll stink.
No.
So I've got to carefully bring it to the toilet, and it won't go off of the thing that I took it. It clings for dear life. So I'm dunking my hand in the toilet like a weirdo. Bam!
That was a lesson my parents' dog never learned. So she would see a stink bug and go up and try to eat it, and then it would release its stink, and then the poor dog would be like, terrible. Stop.
What have I done?
So bad.
What have I done?
What have I done?
New round. Same Alfonso. You're up.
You son of a bitch. He's going to. This is risky, but he's going to close the distance and try to stab this thing. It gives us our best chance.
Yes.
He's going to run up while it's distracted, trying to attack Karizor and stab at it with his cold iron rapier. I need a good one on this, and that's 17. Another 7. God damn.
17.
You know what I needed? The only reason I did it is because I wanted that critical threat, but I didn't get it.
Didn't get it.
For all the marbles.
All right, it is Braven's turn.
For the purposes of my attack roll, even though this thing is on the ceiling, is it considered in melee?
Yes, we'll say yes.
Fudge. So I think
It's on the wall now.
I think I have to roll really well for this to hit. But Braven looks at Elizna and says, "Down came the rain and washed the spider out." As he gathers power and launches another blast. It's a 15.
Man, this is not good.
This is really bad. This is going to get ugly fast if we get more poison in us.
Let me ask you this. Do you think it's web provokes, where it's a ranged attack
Yes.
in melee?
Yeah.
Yes.
Even though it's
I would
like a
assume it does.
natural thing that's shooting out of its body?
He's taking so much time to consider the rules in regards to his characters than to ours.
I mean,
I just wanna learn as a
level
team.
10 elf archer. Is that not a natural part of his flow? Just firing an arrow.
Yeah, but the arrow isn't coming out of his asshole.
I guess we should have
Unless
to
you
start
grab the
the
apple.
that's a level 20 feat. He'll be able to do that at level 20.
Unless it's got the asshole shot feet.
I shouldn't have eaten all those arrows.
You feel especially. I guess the question, Troy, is: do you feel especially vulnerable when things are exiting your rectum?
Or are you at your most defensive?
Yeah.
Oh my
Do
god!
you think you'd be able to avoid an attack
What if
at that moment?
what if a stink
As
bug?
well as you could when you're not having things exit your rectum?
I imagined like its little mouth goes like this, and just it shoots out of it. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to. It's just going shooting a web. Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Okay. What?
You think it?
Wait. Does it
Like-
say? All right. Don't the rules say all ranged attacks provoke an attack of opportunity if they're not against, or I mean, if someone's in melee?
Yeah, you're right. All right, butt mouth provokes. I guess because if I take a 5-foot step back to the ceiling, I feel like I'm still within melee range. You know what I mean? Just because of these weird 3 dimensions. Because
Right.
you can attack up at it. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just a real weird
Listen,
corner.
I
put
feel like
myself in.
if you don't take the attack of opportunity, karma's going to come back and get you. A stink bug is going to survive, and it's going to jump in your rectum next time you poop.
You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to avoid the attack of opportunities and like quickly scamper to the other side of the room. It's got crazy movement speed. It's got good acrobatics. I think this is what it would do. It wouldn't like just stand there and take it. So
Do you want to
all
try
right,
to give you one chance to get this off? Is it an EX? Is the web an EX?
no,
Or is it
it's
just a
special-
ranged attack?
special attack?
Okay.
It's a special. It's an SP.
David Winters wrote that an extraordinary ability does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
But this sounds like it's just a ranged attack.
All right. So do I have to roll for each of you for both Karizor and Alfonso, or do I just roll once?
Yes, of course. We are in melee, my friend.
Let's acrobatics against
One acrobatics roll, right? And then against
and
both
then
of your
compare?
CP.
Oh no, natural 2.
Oh,
Hack it.
All right. So both of you get a hack.
Come on, I want that critical threat. Come on, Rapier. He opened himself up, Alfonso. Finish him off. That's a 19.
19's a miss.
Okay, we're done. This is over. It's over.
Classic O'Brien. Karizor,
I missed as well. Natural 4.
here comes the web on Alfonso.
Balls.
Oh God. 15 to hit.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm rolling. Garbage. You know why? It's because I'm rolling the green. I got to switch to the white. The green has not been rolling well for me. Anyways, so that's its turn. It's stuck there. It failed the acrobatics, and so it just fucking misses again from point blank fucking range out of its butt mouth.
And where does it go?
It just the web.
No, where is it? You said it moved to avoid the attacks of opportunity, right? So where is it going?
Tried, but you guys stopped it, right?
No. It
Oh,
can
it
move
still
wherever
takes-
it wants. It just gets attacks of opportunity at it.
Okay, great.
But it can only move half speed. I'm sure its speed is. I'm sure it's real slow.
Yeah, so it'll be right on the, basically on the ceiling in the spot where it's at. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So it's not behind. It's between the Crystal Ghost and Alfonso, but on the ceiling.
On the ceiling. And all of a sudden, Lionel Richie comes on the jukebox in the other room. Which is a real mood killer.
Yeah.
It is the Crystal Ghost turn.
So am I in melee with it now, since it's so close to me?
How tall are you?
I am 5 foot. Let me go to my character sheet. Didn't write it down. Let's say the Crystal Ghost is my height.
7'11".
5'8".
Yeah, you're fine. It's fine.
Okay. So then I can't throw my dagger at it without provoking an attack of opportunity.
That's right.
So the Crystal Ghost will have to drop her dagger, free action, draw the sword, move action. Does that provoke? No, right?
Drawing. Oh, that's the one tab I
al-
didn't have up is what provokes and what
I
doesn't.
always forget this.
Yeah. We always forget everything.
Drawing does not.
Damn it, we have
provoke.
fun.
70% sure. Drawing does not provoke. Sheathing provokes.
Sheathing provokes. Yeah.
Drawing
Well-
does not provoke.
I think that makes sense. I'll look it up,
Okay.
though, while you decide what you want to do.
I'll draw, move action, and then I'll try to stab straight up. This thing has been really hard to hit, so I'm going to go no power attack.
Good
Smart.
call.
Yeah, you've seen your buddies try and fail.
That is going to be natty 14 for a... Hold on. Wait for it. 21 to hit.
We have our first hit against the Weaver.
That is going to be 12 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
Whoa! There's a breakthrough. Now we're having
She's
a
like
breakthrough.
two-handed. She's just like, stabs straight up at the fighter.
And just this black blood comes falling out, spilling out on the floor, landing on the ankles of Alfonso and right in your mouth.
Gross.
It is Karizor's turn. Karizor, it just scrambled away really, really fast. You tried to swing at it and missed.
Okay, so it's still adjacent to me, though, right?
Yeah.
Or is that, okay.
Yeah. In this stupid map.
Is he like, I don't care for you, you big, Attercop?
Attercop?
Fuck, natural one.
No!
No. And you only have one attack?
Yep.
Oh, wait, is this a direct relief, or it's only when I roll a natural one?
It's you, but
It's everybody. It's every natural 20.
every-
Every
Oh,
natural
all right,
one.
all right, that's good. Then it turns around.
great.
So that's a cool. We'll keep doing $100 for direct relief.
Beautiful. Oh, nice, Skid. Thank you for your
You're welcome.
Okay, let's see. What do we got here? How about Christian from Frederiksberg, Denmark?
Ooh.
International Edition. Divine Facepalm. A proud unknown god is temporarily distracted from its grand unfathomable ambitions by your ghastly attempt to hit your opponent. In sheer anger, it grants your target the power to cast invisibility.
Oh, come
Because with your skills, they might as well be. Your target can cast invisibility on itself if it chooses. The spell is treated as if it's a level 2 caster. Oh my god.
Joke's on you. I already had it.
Yeah.
I'm a higher caster than 2.
Yeah, I mean,
so it
when you're
grants
already
the
in
ability.
combat.
It doesn't automatically make her invisible.
No, yeah, she has to take an action to go invisible.
It could be worse. It could be improved invisibility.
Yeah, that could be a lot worse.
Draw a
Greater
weapon does
invisibility,
not
could you
provoke
imagine?
an attack of opportunity. I have it open. Actions in combat here.
Yeah.
All right, so unfortunately, Karizor is just he seems a little shook here. Something he was maybe he's still shaking that fear effect from the scarecrow from outside. Who knows? But now it is.
He lifts up a furry middle finger to the sky, and he says, "Fuck you, God!"
What deity does he worship?
Whichever one gave it the invisibility spell.
No, it's the unknown god from this.
It's an unknown god.
Right.
It's Alfonso's turn. It's a new round.
A new round, Alfonso's turn. God, there's nothing else I can do. It's my best shot is to stab again in a weak spot. This time, right in one of its many disgusting eyeballs. Nope. Same exact roll, 17. Same exact roll.
Gross. It's very gross.
This is not good.
Right, yeah, you don't want these combats going too long. And,
I know.
that favors the enemy. Raven, we need you, buddy. We need you.
The other awful part is because we're in this enclosed space, Raven was going to suggest to everyone after they attack to leave melee range from her. But like Matthew can't even really get out of the room. It's impossible. I'm not going to hit unless I roll a 20. But here's hoping.
But if anybody could do it,
It's grand.
it's you, good buddy.
Oh, how about this? A 4.
Oh,
That's less than a 20.
that's not going to do it, Graham.
That's a good 16 less than a 20.
Can I do, well, this probably isn't, I don't have any knowledges. I can't do anything to help. All right. That's my turn.
What
yeah, I
would
didn't
Grant
even do
do in
knowledge.
this situation?
Real Grant?
Yeah.
Try to find a firearm somewhere in the house. Probably a shotgun, 12 gauge,
Good answer.
something sawed off in a small room like this.
That would do the trick for sure.
Grant, take that, Spider.
Barring that, I'd look for some sort of like hunting rifle, big caliber, like a Mosin Nagant Russian.
So Baron really is Grant. There was no imagination there at all.
Either that. No.
Oh, yeah,
Here's the best thing. If you can't find that, you get a can of hairspray and a lighter, and you go to town on it.
Yep.
All right, everybody, all four of you roll a d20.
Oh boy.
By the way, update. It appears the web attack is an exceptional ability and does not provoke.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. It's under the universal monster rules, Troy, which you said you were going to have up.
You know, I
Web
had
is
up.
an EX.
I closed that tab because I got too many tabs.
I rolled a 2.
2.
I wasted my natural 20 on
Okay,
this garbage.
16.
And Skid.
Wait, what are we rolling? Sorry.
Just a d20.
Oh, D20.
Unadjusted.
See who dies.
19.
19. Crystal Ghost, with your 2, I'm going to need you to roll a will save.
All right. 21.
God,
Nice, guys.
come on. What's your will bonus?
+4.
Crush it. Let
Zero.
Hey,
Wow.
I should have let your 2 count.
You should have.
All right.
That was
good
your
roll.
mistake.
Good roll. All right. So where she is up there, she will just 5-foot step or 5-foot climb just to the right, back towards the wall that you came in on. She's not doing very well, which is giving you all the chance you have to try and even this fight up a little bit. It is the Crystal Ghost's turn. Crystal Ghost, you felt this wave of sleep falling over you, and you were able to fight it off.
Nice.
Get a
Crystal
little-
Ghost, create some
After-
space for Braven.
Imagine she just puts you to sleep and then comes down and slowly feeds on you.
That would be suboptimal.
Not great.
The Crystal Ghost is going to try to stab melee power attack off because it's hard to hit her. Crack die.
Come on, man.
Natural 3. But then she will heed Alfonso's urging and take a 5-foot step to give a little more space for Braven.
Give a little space for the Bravone. And it is Karizor's turn. Karizor, you cursed god. What would you like to do now?
Karazor lunges forward with his great sword and paw. Says, okay, that is a 22 to hit.
That is a hit.
There we go. Now we can finish this off. That is 16 points of damage. Yep.
16 points of damage. Okay. She's taking
your final round of life.
2 good hits. I mean, I've wasted every single one of my rounds with misses, and it's all it's taken is those 2 hits to put her in bad shape. It's new round. I think this is top of round 4 here. Alfonso, Crystal Ghost, and Karazor have landed true. What do you want to do?
Well struck, Karazor. You have left yourself open. And he stabs. Natty 19 critical threat. Boom! Let's get this crit.
Confirm that.
Get a little direct relief. 17 again. So not a critical threat. God damn it. And he does 8 points of damage. Stabby damage.
8 points of damage. She is
And then,
still kicking.
He's going to step back and look at Brave and say, I tried, but Karazor, he cannot be contained.
It's not the time, no place to have this conversation. Braven, everybody has contributed to this. They need you right here.
Yeah.
Can you put the killing blow on her?
Can you hear the music?
We'll see. I can hear the music. I am very fond.
Building.
Like I said,
what a feeling.
I'm fond of the Clone Saga. I just can't put this thing down. Nope. Just a miss. 8 on the die. Total nothing.
Tell us what happens. Describe your failure in detail.
Raven reaches out. He gathers all the power around him. In fact, Alfonso's hair blows back a little bit as the kinetic energy, the hydrokinetic energy around him sizzles with power. You see a aquatic fist materialize out of nothing. It's amazing. The lights in the room dim and then raise again as he unleashes a fist directly at the spider, and it limply falls onto the ground like so much spilled milk.
All right, she's going to roll to cast defensively. Yeah, no, wait, I can't do it. Damn it.
Nice, Karazor.
Damn you. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to roll to cast Yeah. I'm going to put my fate in the hands of Joe's dice. Made it. Goes invisible.
Oh, no.
She goes invisible, but Alfonso, you can smell her, and you get the sense that she's moving like somewhere towards Braven. She might be on the ceiling or the wall. You're not sure. I don't know how your scent ability works. If on your turn you can pinpoint it or not, we'll find out when it gets to your turn, but she is invisible. And it is the Crystal Ghost turn.
The Crystal Ghost will say, Alfonso, direct my blade. And she will delay until after Alfonso can help pinpoint. If he
Delay
can.
from the Crystal Ghost. Karizor.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to delay as well. Raven, can you smell it? Where is it?
Carpet of moths still moving on the ceiling. This
Oh, I forgot about the moth.
and kind of like flying down, flying up, flying down, flying up, like they're made out of liquid. New round, Alfonso. Talk to me about scent.
Alfonso is, if he's within 5 feet, he knows precisely where it is. So when the creature is within 5 feet, when the creature me is within 5 feet of the source of the scent, it pinpoints the source's location.
Okay, you are
So-
not. You are not within 5 feet.
Step into the middle of the room.
Okay, so I'll take a move action to note the direction of the smell.
Okay,
And don't give me vague. Is it the diagonal to my left, the diagonal right in front of me, or the diagonal to my
Of
right?
Braven to his south.
So where it is on the map.
Essentially, yes, on the ceiling there.
And how is that not within 5 feet of me? Like, that's where we've all been attacking from.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
the melee rules.
All right, so if you want, I can take the move action to note its direction, then move here, or take a 5-foot step there, and still be able to attack. I mean, if that's what you want me to do.
Yeah, no, I'm making it more complicated because of the 3 dimensions. I'll say you know where it is
Okay.
from your scent.
He looks up. I believe it is right there. And he reaches out and stabs, trying to reveal its location to Crystal Ghost. So the rapier also acts as a pointer. It shows you exactly where it is. But let's see if some of it disappears.
Question:
Back with blood.
You still get a 50% miss chance, though, right? Even though
I
you
don't
can
know.
pinpoint its location.
It says I can pinpoint its location, but I guess
I think
guess
you
it's
still would get
50%.
the 50% miss chance.
Okay.
Like, you know where it is.
So here we
Total
go.
Concealment. Yeah, you would.
Yeah, because you can roll
You know the
perception to
square.
figure out what
Oh,
square.
come on, come on. Oh, dude! That is a 24 to hit and an 85.
Oh, hell
hundo.
yes.
I banked on you failing at least one of them. You hit,
9 points of damage!
and you kill it.
Snakes alive!
I thought it was a fair bet to bet on Joe failing at least one of those. Right?
Oh, that was a
pretty good.
beautiful 85.
You earned it. And so you strike out into the air. Nobody can see anything there. And as it hits, you just hear this guttural screech that's somewhere between like a dog and like a baby. And it comes into fruition. It appears. It just flops off of the wall, twitching its legs. And the moths start going crazy on the ceiling as black blood spills out onto the floor. And you see the wood panels like start to sizzle from its blood.
So Karazor steps up and starts just stomping it in its abdomen, like right by its spiracles, and like grabs one of the legs and rips it out, and he holds it up to the ceiling and says, "Ah, you see, God, where's your invisible Messiah now? Fuck you! Fuck you!" He starts eating it. He starts eating the leg.
We all just
The whole
stand there
time you're
dumbfounded.
beating it, it just the husk is. It looks like Weekend at Bernie's. You're beating it. Husk.
And he stops and says, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, friends. Something came over me. Got so angry at
It's
God.
not like you to lose your
Spiders.
composure as such.
No. I should comport myself as a gentleman from now on. I promise.
I thought we made it our policy to keep religion out of this.
I was trying to. That's why I was yelling at God to stay out of it.
He always has a clever answer, does he not?
It always does.
Right, God? Always sticking your nose in what doesn't belong? I'm sorry. Really neither the time nor the place. You're right, Crystal Ghost. All right, I would like to, let's see if we can tell what's going on with this thing.
Could I do like a very, very, very late and embarrassingly late knowledge check to see if I've ever seen a creature like this?
Knowledge Arcana.
Okay. 25. There's the high roll.
25. It is, I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but it's an Arania. This is something you fought in Jade Regent, the tower of all the spider webs. You fought
yeah.
I think they were about as effective as she was in this combat. It's a shape changer. I mean, it can take the form of a human and act like total. I mean, obviously she was a little weird when you met her, but she can also turn into this horrible, intelligent spider that can cast spells.
So wait, so she didn't consume the Weaver. She is the Weaver. She shape changes into the Weaver. Is that like a Japanese mythology thing? That creature? Is it from Japanese mythology?
I don't think so, but don't quote me on that.
Because that's so creepy. Like to think that like someone in your town or village is like a spider, like leads a second life as a spider.
Yeah,
it might. It's funny. They have these alternative tactics I'm reading here, and they sound it sounds like something out of Japanese mythology. Angry falling leaves, attack of the lotus whirlwind. So maybe, but the base character doesn't have any of that stuff.
To be fair, Arachne, the Greek god, won a weaving contest at a certain point and is the god of spiders. So
it makes sense that she's the Weaver.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Now I'm just
She made this horrible quilt.
Yes.
I mean, maybe she did. She is the Weaver. It would make sense.
Well, if that's the case, I'd hate to see the other contest entries. Ones that didn't win.
What was second place?
Yes.
I'm just concerned that everyone in this town turns into a monster based on their profession. This could be bad, real bad. What about the horse stable mucker? What's he gonna turn into? A fighting piece of shit?
The fishmonger.
Oh, the fishmonger. I could fight a fish human. I could do that.
Well, the attorney.
Oh no,
Attorney.
a rat person.
You see on the stairs leading down the desiccated remains of a pig carcass. It looks like it's been half eaten. Perhaps you interrupted her feeding.
I hate it when that happens.
But she heard you in the other room enough so that she could turn invisible and lie in wait.
I'll search the remains.
Yeah.
Deeply. The abdomen and stuff. See if it ate any magical rings.
It's like, rip it open.
Really dig into the spiracles. Sometimes they hide things up, stick them up in the spiracle. I've read. From what I've read.
You don't see anything on her person.
Okay. What about the pig?
The pig is
Is it just a normal pig, or is it an otherworldly fly
looks like
trap
a normal pig. You've seen them running around Ravenmoor here and there. They're not as plentiful as the sturges, but it was her. She was having pork for dinner, evidently.
Is everyone all right? Can we keep moving on?
Yes. We better get ahead of this conspiracy.
Yes. Soon they will know we are here to kill them all.
Can I echo my request to burn this place to the ground?
I second the request. I wholeheartedly agree. Yes.
Could we burn it to the ground and then go downstairs?
You run the risk of having it collapse into the stairs and then not seeing what's down there. So yes. Something interesting about her, I can lift the veil here because it doesn't really matter. When you talk to her in the town, she, when she went to the back room in the middle of the conversation, she cast misdirection so that her alignment was shifted to one of the silkworms. And she took on the alignment of the silkworm just in case one of you like detected alignment or tried to do something.
In case a paladin walks in there.
Yeah.
Wow. And so the silkworm is neutral, I assume, or is it a celestial silkworm?
It's a chaotic goods silkworm.
Listen.
It is Arrogant Reborn!
The renegade silkworm with a heart of gold.
I want to hear their story.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Crystal Ghost will volunteer to lead the way down the stairs.
Speaking of burning yeah, sounds good. Speaking of burning the house down and it having no effect on those downstairs, this week I traveled to Oklahoma City for the first time and saw my sister-in-law's house. They bought this nice little house. We're getting a house tour. We get to the garage. There's a 2-car garage. It's filled with a bunch of stuff, not cars. And then he moves aside a chair and he's like, "Oh, and here's the storm shelter." And it's in the cement floor. It is a steel-lidded thing that looks like it is straight out of the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Oh my God.
Like a nuclear fallout shelter. And it's for like tornadoes because they will, if it really happens, that's where you go. You keep water down there and food, canned food and supplies for, until the rescue party gets here. It's like, oh my God. Not like New Jersey.
No.
I was in a tornado in New Jersey.
Yeah, there have been tornadoes in New Jersey.
Wow.
It was wild. I was at a pool, and all of a sudden, all of the pool furniture started getting blown straight into the pool, and the sky turned a very disturbing color, and we were all like, "We need to go." And then later, it was a tornado.
Messed up. When a tornado was near, it's like when I was a kid, I was in 3rd grade. There was a day, and 7 separate funnel clouds touched down simultaneously in the Denver city limits, and like the sky turned green.
Yeah.
And just hiding in the basement. It is terrifying. I have tornado nightmares all the time.
I had one happen to me. I was at Kansas State University, and I didn't see a funnel, but I saw, rock-sized hail, like snowball, like golf ball-sized hail, and it was unlike anything I'd ever seen. Yeah, the sky went green, and it was just like. I was just like, somebody's gonna die out there. Like it was wild.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, Troy, since we know your opinion on other Michael Crichton films, but how do you feel about the movie Twister?
I've never seen it.
Typical.
I need to do a rewatch. I want to watch it at a drive-in in Oklahoma while I'm here. Can someone please show it at a drive-in?
I don't know if it. Yeah, I know that's funny. I don't know if it would hold up, but
Isn't there like a cow that flies around? One looks really
there is
stupid?
a cow in it.
Yeah.
and then the cow makes a double appearance. They're like, "Another cow,"
right.
and they're like, "No, I think it's the same cow." I remember that.
Yeah, but people do that. Sorry, real quick, but people actually do that. Like I was watching the news report on the coming tornado. There was a tornado near here while I was here, and it's like the way we get like snow coverage. It's like constant updates. They had 3 guys on a map, their cars with their names, Mike so-and-so, David, Jimmy John, it's whatever, and they're storm chasers.
Yeah.
And they had them by satellite, and then they would go to their phones, like in their cars, and it's just like the windshield area was going walk, 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 walk. I think we're coming up on it. If you look at the funnel rotation there, and it's like all you see is just gray sky.
I honestly
they're
think
out there driving around talking live to the weatherman the whole time.
they have the same pleasure center that Joe Exotic does, the guy that kept all those tigers. Like they just have to be as close to fucking danger and the end of their life as possible in order to feel alive. And I don't want to know what they need to do to get an erection.
And on that note, let's go downstairs.
I'm going to head downstairs, straight into the danger center.
But now I want to know what they have to do.
I got a twister.
Oh God!
Like you're bringing out a shirt.
Oh, no, not like that.
No. You guys go downstairs?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Is Crystal Ghost taking the lead? I can take the lead again.
Yeah, what's the party order?
Up to you, Karazor.
Up to me? All right. I'm going to say Steve, then Jimmy, Tom, and Bowinkle.
Bullwinkle.
Oh man, if
Bullwinkle.
Bullwinkle was here, that would be awesome.
That would be great. I don't think Bowinkle would really appreciate the moth movements of this group.
I don't care for this. Yeah, actually, Rocky would probably be more help. Anyway, says it's all right. Crystal Ghost, stand aside. I'll take the lead. You back me up.
After you, Karazor.
Thank you. I am not afraid.
And I'll go behind the Crystal Ghost.
Okay. Align yourselves on the map as to who's going where.
I'm just going to keep a light hand on the Crystal Ghost's shoulder as it gets into total darkness because I can't see anything.
Oh,
And,
right. Stick with me.
Could anyone provide light? I don't know why I didn't think of this.
I'm carrying torches, if you'd like.
Oh, right, I have a torch. That's right, I have a torch. I have a torch on me, actually, that I'm
If
using.
You lit one last episode.
Yeah, I'm remembering that now.
If you look to the right of the map, you'll see a tiny little room. What? See that shit?
Oh, no. I do. It took me a minute to find it. That's how scary it is.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
I bet there are a lot of smaller spiders in here.
The walls of this low-ceilinged basement are decorated by curtains made out of a mix of thick sheets of webs adorned with countless dead insects. It's like flypaper, but the webs are so thick it almost has the appearance of flypaper, but it's just covered in bugs all the walls. It almost looks purposeful. Most of the bugs look like mosquitoes, and some of them are quite large. And here's the thing, like, obviously sturge, very large, gross. A normal-sized mosquito, gross. Imagine like a fist-sized mosquito, though.
Worse than a sturge.
Worse than a sturge somehow.
Because at least a sturge is it's like a cat. You can avoid it. You know what I mean? But like a sturge the size of a softball.
Yeah, a softball-sized sturge. They're all over the place, all different sizes with their bulging blood sacs. And the breeze coming down the stairs makes it look like the blood sacs are pulsating. Are they?
Wow.
At the far end of the room sits a low wooden table on which a hideous shape crouches. Looks like a human-sized statue of an insectile monster made from corn husks.
Oh, no.
Corn husks, dry branches, rags, and bones.
No.
The floor of the room is, right when you step, I don't know who the first one down was, it's like an uneven layer of moist soil and earth, you hope, and you see 3 shovels, their blades caked with fresh earth, leaning against the side of the stairs. Imagine this hunched humanoid figure made out of corn husks and bones.
Alfonso, your torch.
He wafts it out in front of him. Can I do a knowledge religion?
Sure.
See if I recognize this effigy. 16. Oh, wait a minute. You stop right there before you say anything. 20 exactly. Boom. Inspiration.
DC 20.
Yes, inspiration. You're the meaning in my life.
You're my inspiration.
The crude statue on the table, and you feel like you've heard things all throughout town that you're piecing it together, like, why do I know this? Why do I know this? And then you see the statue and you're like, wait a minute. Yes, I can't remember where I read this or where I saw this, but that is a crude representation of the god of parasites, Galunder. Or, excuse me, I think it's Gwalaunder.
Whoa. So he wafts the torch over just to see it. As soon as he sees it. I've seen this before. It is crude, but it is a representation of Gwalaunder.
Glonder.
To be honest, I do not know how to pronounce it. It's something like that.
I was mispronouncing it based on how Alfonso pronounced it. It's actually
yes.
Glonder.
What is Glonder's spiritual weapon? That's what I want to know. Is it a star knife?
It is a spear.
Oh, spear, right.
It is a spear.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It is a spear.
Oh, wow.
Perhaps that is what is happening. A mixture of misunderstanding of Desna, a mixture with this deity of parasites.
I don't know if it's a misunderstanding. I think it's a deliberate cover so Ravenmoor can operate their unholy rituals in the open.
Of course, yes, perhaps misunderstanding is not the right word, but to some, do we think that everyone in this town is in on what is happening here, or only a select few?
Well, that is yet to be seen. But why would they feel the need to cover it up? Except for the benefit of the town. No one else comes here.
Right. It would be for the benefit of the town. But it was it Anya? It was Anya, right? Anya, yeah. It was Anya that first told us so convincingly to herself that the spear is the spiritual weapon of Desna. But she must have known. Or is she duped by them as well?
We'll have to investigate further. Can I do a perception check to see if there's any fresh mounds of dirt that the shovels would have been digging up around here? Where's 19.
All right, so you're looking for that, and you notice as you get closer to the statue that it looks like parts of it have been splashed with fresh blood, or maybe not fresh blood, but they're not like ancient stains, newish stains. But there's also a bunch of strange objects under the table as you're examining the earthen floor. You see a dozen or so of these cult robes and more of the mosquito masks. Maybe they were hiding them all down here. Who knows? Maybe this is where the Lupescus came and got their masks before they came out and attacked you in their robes. Maybe where Shell came to get hers before the Crystal Ghost murdered her in cold blood. But you start to reach down at the floor and to examine it for like fresh signs of digging. And as you do, you get hit by a scent of rot and decay. And it's the closer you get to the floor, the more pungent that smell is. Do you like sift through the soil at all with your hands, with a shovel?
Well, I'll use the tip of my longsword to kind of like brush stuff aside.
We'll treat your weapon like that.
Just
the shovels right here.
Just the tip, Matthew.
Moving on.
Have fun with me on a Thursday night, huh? There's a couple people tune in just for that kind of joke.
I bet they do. And those same people tune in to watch me react like that. So look, we're all playing our part.
They can't see that reaction on the podcast.
They heard the pregnant pause.
But they hear the tip.
Moving on.
You gently penetrate the surface of the earth with the tip of your sword.
I'm shaking my head for the podcast audience. I'm shaking my head ruefully.
Joe, edit that out.
Yeah, for the podcast audience, I'm trying to not laugh.
Just
very, very hard.
Stabbing away, trying to find purchase. And you don't even have to go that far to see what the source of the smell is. Several bodies. They're not even buried that deep. Looks like many of them are nothing more than skeletons now. But it looks like a few of them are fresher, less decayed. And that's where your rot smell is coming from. In fact, the freshest of them all, freshest in quotes, still bears a full head of red hair and wears a suit of ruined nobleman's clothes.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Sons of bitches.
Killed him.
I'll take a shovel and exhume the body.
Exhume.
That's nice.
Good word.
Good word.
I want to see how he died, and perhaps we can bring some proof of his death back to his sister.
I believe it's exhume. That's the way it's pronounced.
Exhume.
You exhume the body and pull it out, and you see an enormous gash right along its stomach. And inside it looks empty, like the corpse was eviscerated.
This is part of the ritual, I bet.
But it's stuffed with like corn husks.
Oh no!
And sorry to be gross, dead sturges.
No.
Cut across the stomach.
No.
Corn husks and the bodies of dead sturges.
Stuffed inside it?
Stuffed inside it.
Well, this is the deity of parasites, so, it stands to reason that it's like sacred animal is the sturge. And obviously it's why they carry them as pets, but then they also take dried dead ones and stuff them inside. Well, why keep the body at all? Especially if you're just going to throw it in a heap under this house.
Perhaps it itself is another husk, like the ones we saw the spider emerge from. Perhaps something emerged from him.
Perhaps, yes. Could be right.
Is there anything? If we search the body, does he have any kind of keepsake that might be used to identify him to his sister? Proof of death?
Sigil.
You don't see
Sigil,
anything. Obviously, the red hair matches the description, but
We know it's him, but
you don't see any other markings besides the nobleman's clothes. A couple of those things check out.
Should we carve his face off and take it to his sister?
yeah,
It's probably the only right thing.
I think that's what we have to do.
Okay.
She did pay us a lot of money.
What you would have wanted.
So one of us.
One of us could wear it, when we, as a reveal.
Yeah.
Like, hey!
We found him. He's alive. Hey. This is his face.
We could all just scalp him and just take the hair.
That's true.
Oh, but his soft back. What about a soft back?
Oh, yeah.
He had such a nice soft back.
Turn him over. See what they did to his back.
We turn him over and see what they did to his back.
It's unblemished. Left alone.
He's right. The tales were true. Look at that back.
Never have I seen such.
Doesn't even make a sound when you turn him over. It's so soft.
Is there anything else in the room?
It doesn't appear to be. Anything besides the eviscerated body full of corn husks and dead sturgeons?
Yeah. Aside from that,
No, I think it's
Anything of
clear.
interest.
anything of interest, Troy?
Yeah, no, you don't see anything.
I suggest we burn the bodies and burn this place to the ground, and make a quick retreat, and head back to report what we found.
Crystal Ghost, I think you're right.
There's nothing more for us to do here. Our contract is nearly complete.
But we need the money, do we not?
Let's do some digging. Why don't we do a little digging around the floor? There seems to be some recent churned dirt. Let's see if they hid anything else besides this gentleman
And the other bodies?
and his friends.
There's many friends.
The bodies, there are some that, like I said, are less decayed. No one is less decayed than this one here. But then there are some that are much more decayed, like they've been there a long time. People just been coming in, and this is happening to them, and they're all getting buried in the same room.
Wait, here's the question. The creature, the effigy on the table, you said the bodies had been eviscerated, were missing organs. The creature on the table that's made of straw, is it stuffed with anything itself?
So you look, and you do see blood stains. If you really dig in there, it looks like there might be little pieces of organs stuffed in amongst the corn husks as well. So they're stuffing the bodies with corn and dead sturges, and they're stuffing the effigy with pieces of the deceased.
It is a canopic effigy. We should burn it along with all the rest.
I agree. This place is a desecration. We must cleanse.
So what is the understanding here? Where are we going? After we burn it down? Are we
gonna
going
Away.
flee
Away from
Ravenmoor?
here. Yeah.
But they
wanna
have
say?
Fucking mayor, dude.
they have a ceremony in which they choose a queen of the festival and murder her all the time. And you were talking quite a bit about doling out justice in the world, Crystal Ghost. I find
This is beyond our capabilities. We must seek a greater authority.
I think you're a coward, Crystal Ghost.
Troy, can you tell us the roll for initiative? Because I'm going to stab Raven through the heart. I'm kidding.
Roll for initiative. The corpse goes away.
I don't understand. Do you feel as if all of the questions have been answered? Do you think the mayor is in on this sacrificing that the entire village is? Does the mayor not know? Does the mayor's brother know?
Wait, clearly the mayor is involved. His family,
How is that clear?
His family made the deal with this, air quotes, God many years ago. Clearly, he's carrying on the tradition.
Yes, but where is he? This night, if there is to be a sacrifice this night.
At the
we do not
abandoned
hunt him
temple.
down.
He's at the abandoned temple. I bet they only use it on the night they have to sacrifice people. That's my guess.
It's worth a look.
It's a good
Well,
guess.
did we not see that it had not been used in months?
Was it months? I don't remember.
There must be a third location, then.
We saw him drunkenly go to bed. Is he still in his bed?
I saw you drunkenly go to bed, Alfonso, and yet what happened then?
I went out for a walk. Some fresh air. Get off my back.
Unprompted by anyone.
Terrible coincidence it was that I found myself surrounded by 4 sturges and 2 masked men.
And an underage girl.
She is a friend. Was, I could say. You ran her through. You murder children. Is that the righteous? Is that why people beg for the assistance of the Crystal Ghost? To kill teens?
Let's drop it.
Turn it right around.
We can agree on one thing. We need to burn this fucking house to the ground.
Yeah, I think step 1, burn the effigy, leave the basement, and then burn the whole thing to the ground. Can we do that much?
So you want to go outside and set fire to it.
Yes.
Okay. You go outside and basically want to go to all the corners of the building, all the walls, and plant the
Torch.
fire?
We have a bunch of torches. We'll put them out everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as you go around to the back of the building, you see there's a lot more shit going on.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You see another
Escape.
outbuilding. You see a pond.
Oh.
You see.
Well, if there is a pond, we should visit it.
Alfonso's such a sucker for a pond.
Every pond must be visited.
I love going fishing. Do you not like to
The
fish?
old saying goes, never leave a pond unvisited.
Yeah, I mean, long story short, there just seems to be a lot more going on out back here. You see another building that is pretty much half in ruins, and then you see that these corn husks surrounding you open up. There's a pathway to the north leading deeper into this, where these corn husks are. 12 feet high, if they're a yard.
I would still like to burn the building before we investigate further.
Sure. So you guys get your torches out and go all around the building and set fire to it. And it starts out slow, and then eventually it takes off. It's this enormous bonfire in the sky. Place yourselves on the map where you are as the fire really erupts.
And as we're taking it all in and kind of finding our places, Braven really wants to enjoy this moment as he sees this evil place burn to the ground, and he pops open a potion of Cure Light Wounds like you would pop open a Coors Light after a hard day's work. And just takes... Oh, that's good.
Just like potion of Cure Light and a Virginia Slim.
It's a great way to end the day.
So you're standing there on the north side of the building. You see this another abandoned-looking, like maybe barn to your right. You see all these rows just north of the building. They're growing something on slats of wood that are lifted up. It looks like they're growing flay leaf, kind of like you would grow hops for beer. The flay leaf grows up, and so they have to have these wooden poles and trellises. Thank you, in order to grow that up. There's a little outhouse, maybe. There's a pond, and then there's an opening that leads into the corn itself, which you thought just completely surrounded you. You see an opening in. As the building is burning, you hear that crackling as it really takes off. Roll a perception check.
By the way, I just gotta say, for anybody looking at the Roll20 map, we are way too dangerously close to an inferno burning.
like standing
Like we are being burned.
Hands on your hips.
Skin
Look at
is
it. Look at it
coming
go.
off of our bones right now. We're 5 feet away from an entire house burning.
I didn't need my eyebrows.
Oh, there you go,
have-
Alphonse. 26. Perception.
12.
Perception. 12.
13.
5.
Okay. Alfonso, you're standing in the front. You're hearing the same sound that we're hearing from our good buddies at Sirenscape. The crackling of wood. But then you hear something else. A buzzing.
Oh, God, they're going to kill me.
You hear it, and it really hits you most of all because they're the creatures that have left you in your current state. From out of the flayleaf patch,
Oh, God.
4 sturges emerge.
No. Oh.
Their roll for initiative.
All right. All I could hear is Gandalf reading the end of that book, or it's just like, they're coming. Alfonso just stops, listens, and he's like, they are coming to kill me, to finish me off once and for all. And I rolled terrible. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Oh dear is right.
Oh boy. Oh dearie me.
Oh boy. Never roll well when it comes to Sturges.
Yeah, I mean, you know what they can do now, and I've taken some time to actually learn what they can do. So, this should be interesting. Alfonso, what'd you get?
10.
10 for Alfonso. Braven.
5.
Braven,
Ooh.
the crystal ghost.
17.
Ooh.
There you go, Ghost. There you go, Ghost.
21.
Oh,
And that's
roll
what we
natural.
need. That's what we need. Well, there's one down before they get to reach us.
That's Norse Foundry. For all your random number generating needs, Norse Foundry.
You see them all come out here. Put them on the map. They were hiding in there, or maybe nesting within the little flayleaf patch. They come out, and it is Karizor's turn.
Get them, Corizor. Don't let them near me.
All right, so get away from my friends. You filthy parasite. God can't protect you now.
Nice.
Natural two.
Oh, no,
Well, you know
buddy.
what? You fought these before. You know their AC is not great. What is the total?
It is a 10.
Still not good. Karizor, he's grossed out by all of us, evidently. Crystal Ghost, you also beat them.
The crystal ghost. Is this kind of square outline square here? Is that something I can step through? Is that or is that a building?
Yeah, it's like a pig pen.
Oh, so it's a fence. Like,
Yeah, I would say 2 move actions to get over it. You wouldn't have to roll acrobatics. You could just.
okay, I'm not going to worry about it. Instead, I'm going to move here and just roll to avoid the attack of opportunity.
So you pretty much go right past Karizor, right up to the one that's in the lead, and try to avoid an AOO. I can tell you right now, it's a tiny creature. It doesn't have reach. It can't do an AOO, so you don't have to roll it.
Oh, great. Okay. Oh, I should have remembered that. Okay.
Yeah.
So Crystal Ghost will then try to two-hand longsword power attack this creature.
Natural 1. Natural 1.
15 to hit.
15 to hit. It's a miss.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Where's your power attack?
Oh, they're tiny. They get that little size bone.
Size bone. This is bad news bears.
Well, the bad news bears part is all 4 of them get to go now. What's their fly speed? Oh, yeah. This is going to be nasty. Now, here's the thing. I made sure today, because I thought, when you prep a monster, you're like, I know this monster. And then the combat starts happening, you're like, I guess I don't know this monster. I had some time to really look at what it can and what it can't do. Or not even what it can't do, but how it does.
It's going
what
to
it
take a
does.
lot of time.
So a tiny creature like
can't
this
cast Limited Wish.
can't cast Limited
Can't
Wish.
breathe fire or acid.
Yeah. A tiny creature has to enter your space to attack. And in doing so, it provokes an AOO.
Oh.
And of course, like we said a couple weeks ago, after your last encounter with the Sturge, is that even when it attaches, it's considered grappled. You are not. And then the other thing is they have no reach, so they can't do AOO. So you do get a shot against it as it tries to get you. And I mean, they have low HP.
This makes so much more sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they just cling so easily on touch AC and then deal con damage. This makes a lot more sense. Like a good balance.
It gives you a one-shot chance to kill it.
Yeah.
As it's coming up. So let me just check here. I want to see if they can, because it'd be nice if they can attack all of you.
Wouldn't that be nice?
No.
One is down.
Nice.
Okay, looks like Braven. Classic Grant. You got burger luck. You're out of range of the two in the back. So it looks like two are going to go after. Well, we'll start this way. One is going to go after Karizor. It goes onto your space. You get an AOO, Karizor. If you hit it and kill it, it won't hit you and attach.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, Kar.
Oh, sorry. That was me.
You are playing Karazor tonight.
I'm playing Karazor.
playing the role of Karazor will be Skid Mar.
16?
F. Murray Abraham.
16 is a hit.
Yes, dude. All right,
Got it.
one shot it.
11 points of damage.
All right, that one's dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay.
I'm
right,
so
the
excited
next
that
one-
the other one won't come at us in the back row.
The next one buzzes up to the Crystal Ghost. Crystal Ghost, roll to hit.
Power attack still
natty
on.
15, 21.
There you go, dude.
That's the hit.
Power
Roll for
attack.
damage.
Power attack still on. 13 points of damage.
That one's dead.
Home run hitters.
Oh man, dude, we got
Bronx
our
Bombers.
Bass brothers up front.
My
other
name is
one-
Jose.
The other one flies around for Karizor. Karizor rolled a hit.
Oh wait, no,
I don't mean to be a. Yeah, he
No, I
can't.
can't do that. Yeah,
You can't take two attacks.
I can only do the one attack of opportunity.
Okay, that's right. Okay. Whew. It's going to try and attach itself to you. Touch attack. 14 against touch AC.
Yep, that'll do her.
Oh no!
All right, so it attaches. It is considered grapple. You are not, but you do take 1 point of con damage.
Okay,
And then the other one,
you're all right.
just make sure here.
Come on, dude.
We
You're
have
the
to do it.
worst.
The other one can fly
You're
to
the worst.
Alfonso without provoking. Alfonso, all you gotta do is hit it. Provokes the attack of opportunity.
No, I don't get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, because you haven't gone yet?
Yeah, you're such a dick.
It's touch AC. Maybe it won't hit. Oh, Natty 2. Natty
That's
2.
gotta miss. It's
So
got.
that's going to be... Yeah, it's got to miss, right? Fucking 9 against touch.
Miss. All right.
Miss.
You son of a bitch.
All right, so it's on your square, but it didn't attach. That would have been so funny if it just took the 1 point of con that you healed back.
And then,
It'd be such a joke thing. It's like, just sucks
He's
the
the
one.
only one.
If this was like a real slapstick comedy, it would like attach to you and heal Grant for con.
I feel great.
How the kind of creature is this?
I wish I didn't use that cure light wounds. I feel great.
Not terrible. Obviously, 1 point of con, not as bad as 2 points. So you've got a chance here. It is Alfonso's turn. This thing is on your space, just
Raven,
buzzing
get it
around
away
your
from
head.
me! It's in my head! It's in my head! And he's stabbing frantically around him. He'll stab at it. Natural 1.
Oh, it's for the kids. And then for
That's
everyone.
$100 to direct relief.
There's my contribution. Not my crit. I don't crit, but I'll fumble. Awesome,
What's
though.
your
Another
fumble
100
be
to
like?
direct relief. I'm sure everybody already knows this, but direct relief is supplying our frontline healthcare workers with masks and gloves and everything that they need to keep themselves safe. So we're thrilled to be helping them out. If you don't know them, check them out because they are. I think they're like #1 right now on the charity I can't remember the site that just like
The charity charts.
Charity
Yeah, the charity
Navigator.
chart.
Arriving at the
Charity Navigator.
Number one this week.
Charity Navigator, right. That shows you like
Coming
how
in
much,
at number 1 on Charity Navigator.
It's
right.
me, Casey Case.
how much
Direct relief with Natural One.
What is it, Grant? It's like how much what their expenses are. versus
Programmatic
what-
costs versus it's a percent their overhead versus how much they actually end up giving. Because you have
Right,
to be able to
exactly.
pay a staff to support, take in the donations, and find new funds. And the more money that is given directly to the program expenses, the better the charity. Not necessarily. It changes on scale and all sorts of things, but it's very good. They're very good.
They're very efficient. They're very efficient, and so we appreciate what they're doing. All right. That I forgot that I have to have something bad happen to me.
Yeah, watch it be like 1d8 con damage.
Oh God.
If there's
All right.
a tiny creature that drains con in your square, automatically have it attached to you and take it.
Strangely specific.
All right, man. Oh, I wonder if this is our composer from earlier tonight. No, it's not. Cody from Pekin, Illinois. You even impressed yourself. Oh, I'm trying to open it up. You lose your grip. You lose your grip on your
Not your
weapon. Shit.
Tiny
Sending it.
little grip.
Oh my God. You lose your grip on your weapon, sending it flying and impaling a random combatant, friend or foe, within 20 feet that is not your target. This combatant takes normal weapon damage on impact and is flat-footed until spending a standard action to remove the weapon. If there is no creature within 20 feet, your weapon clatters harmlessly to the ground 50 feet in a random direction. So, I mean, there's the Sturge, Braven,
Crystal Ghost is the only one that's safe.
Karazor, and Karazor Sturge.
You could hit
All right.
Karazor Sturge. That would be great.
That would be
Braven,
awesome.
Sturge, Sturge 2, and Karazor. So there's
Wait,
4,
1,
Troy,
2.
if you want to roll a D4.
3, 4, 5, right?
Yeah.
Well, but it can't
four.
hit your
It-
intended target, though, right? So
Oh, right. So it's only 3. It's only 3.
3. All right, so Karazor, the Sturge on Karazor, or Braven.
Oh, no. Come on, guys.
All right, here we go. Karazor.
Oh, buddy.
No.
No.
I just took...
Okay. 1 point of damage.
okay.
1 point of damage on a D8.
So your weapon...
Oh, I'm sorry. It was a D6 anyway, but it's only 1 point of damage.
It's Karazor in the back for only 1 point of damage.
So the Sturge like attaches itself to my stomach, and then the second later, oh my God! I get a sword lodged in my back.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
This really is a slap 20 feet.
Dude, it went
Can this day get any worse? Oh, God!
Sorry, God, all right.
Braven.
Oh, that is
you,
so good.
Braven is looking at Alfonso and has a confused, kind of pensive look on his face, just like, I'll get it off of you if you're sure. And he launches a kinetic hydro fist right at his face, right where the Sturge is, and just hopes that he hits the Sturge and not Alfonso. Let's see what
Would that be the same thing,
happens.
just a -4 to attack against its regular AC?
Yep. It's a miss with a 11. Just
Remember back in the day
rolling.
we used to do a D100 if you missed firing into melee, and it was like a 10% chance you could hurt your ally. When did we stop
Yes.
doing that? Did we decide to stop doing that, or did we just forget?
I hated it because
I
it was
say-
Nestor. Like it only
It's pure rage.
That was what it was.
made me very angry.
Yeah, we
I was like, well, if we want to keep Skid on the show, I think we have to stop.
we're going to stop doing that. Yeah. We ultimately made the decision. All right, it is Karizur's turn. Karizur, this thing is attached to you. Doesn't affect your AC or anything like that, or your Dex bonus to AC. However, there is a sword lodged in your back as well. So you're fighting a war on two fronts. What would you like to do?
I'm going to leave the sword lodged in my big hunched back, and so I can attack it normally, right?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm going to try to like shave it off my breastplate with my great.
Oh, wait. Sorry, dude. No, you're screwed because of me. Sorry.
Why?
What you do to him?
You have to take a standard action to pull the weapon out.
But he can just
or
remain
I'm
flat-footed.
flat-footed, right? Yeah. I'm just going to say.
God, I'm sorry. You're right. Or, okay. He said if. Okay. Remain flat-footed unless. My bad. So. Yeah, might as well stay flat-footed now.
13.
No. I think that extra 3 points that you needed to hit was because you got distracted by a sword in your back.
It couldn't help. Yeah, I'm just.
It really threw off your aim.
Yeah, I was like,
It's a tiny creature. It's like trying to hit this fucking tiny thing. Crystal Ghost, this is a big turn for you because they go next.
Yeah, so the question is, do I need to help Karazor or do I need to help Alfonso first?
Yeah, you know Alfonso's weekend.
Alfonso! Scream.
Were you was Crystal Ghost talking aloud?
He already just threw his sword.
Imagine though, like you're trying to hit this thing and it's just
Oh, it's so terrifying, man.
Writhing about.
Okay, I think I can get to Alfonso if I can hop over those barrels. Can I do that?
Up over the barrels? Yeah, we'll do an acrobatics check. You got what? What's your bonus to acrobatics?
+4.
All right, so I'll say you can do it. It's just going to slow you down. So that's going to count.
Oh.
It's going to be half speed.
Yeah, so I can't get to Alfonso this turn.
You don't have 60 feet of movement?
Yeah, there's no way I can get to Alfonso and stab at this turn, so I think the best use of me right now is to try to kill the one on Karazor and let Karazor come save you.
You could go through. Oh no, because the enemy's there. I was going to say, I guess you could go through Karazor's square. That's 20 feet to the corner, and then 5 feet down to Alfonso. But
Oh, is it on Alfonso's square?
yeah,
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
No,
Okay, I'll do that.
yeah, it's on Alfonso's square, and it's on Karazor's square as well. But they
Okay,
can't. They can't
they
provoke.
They can't provoke, so I'll go straight to Alfonso and try to pick the mosquito off of him with my sword.
Do you see it? Do you see it?
Hold still. Natty 13 for a 19.
That's a hit.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
That is 9 points of damage.
That's just explodes with blood all over Alfonso's face.
Oh, that sweet, sweet blood. That sweet, sweet blood.
It was probably someone else's blood, so you can just drink it up and
There you go.
heal yourself. Or however.
You're reinvigorated.
Win-win.
I heal 1 point of con. I think is how that works.
I'm pretty sure by the book.
We
One
split
sturge
that book.
left. It gets to go. It's going to try and maintain the grapple, and if it does so, it'll be another point of con to Karazor, he's been off. He's been a little off today. 21 against CMD.
Yes, that will do it.
So it stays attached and just drinks another point of con from Karazor. Raven is just like doing river dance in the back. He's the only one without any.
I've never felt better.
I mean, look at it this way. At least it's not invisible, Karazor.
That's true.
Alfonso.
You're really improving. Don't think I'm not noticing.
Alfonso, you're up. Crystal Ghost saved you here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Crystal Ghost. I can always count on you.
And he's going to move with all speed to Karazor. As he's moving, he draws another rapier from his belt. A
Not
silver
from Karazor.
rapier.
Not the one from Karazor's back.
No, because I don't want to start a gush of blood. We need a doctor to look at this. And he will stab at this sturge that is on Karazor. That is a hit with, I'll do the math. You want me to do the math? 24, one shy of a critical threat.
Yeah.
And he does 6 points of damage. Sorry, five.
Wait, is it 5?
Let me double check the silver. It's 5.
They have 5 hit points, so
Okay, good. Oh, thank God.
explodes. A splash of blood all over Karazor. Karazor looks like Carrie at the end of the movie.
It's like when you get bitten by a mosquito that's already eaten, it's already full, and you smack it. That's like blood goes all
Smear
over.
across your forearm. Yeah.
Get back at me. All right, this Sturge battle went a lot better. It's funny, when you do it by the rules, it's a lot more favorable to the pieces in the long run.
True.
It's a shame. It's a shame. Who could have known?
I mean, how do they expect you to know those kind of things?
All right, Sturges are dead. Preston Sturges. The fire really fired them up, and they fled in terror from the fire, looking for new hosts to suck.
Is everyone all right? Raven, are you okay?
Hold on, let me check. And he starts patting his whole body down. I'm a little hungry. Does anyone?
I don't want to draw too much attention here, but I do have your sword lodged in my back. I don't know if you'd like to retrieve it.
Oh, is that where it went?
Yes, it turns around.
All right, hold still. Braces one hand against his back. This is going to hurt very, very badly.
It already hurts quite a bit.
I draw it out. Wait, Matthew, it hurts bad, right? Not badly. Isn't that incorrect?
No, it hurts badly.
It hurts badly. It's an adverb. Ly.
How does it hurt? Badly.
Okay. He pulls it out. Obviously, blood continues to gush. Put pressure on the wound. He's spewing out.
You're really pushing me, baby.
I'll rip some of my puffy white shirt sleeve off.
I don't want to wear the puppy shirt.
I don't want to wear the puppy shirt.
I don't want to be a pirate.
All right. This is getting out of hand. And now look, another building. What do you say, Crystal Ghost? Do we let this mayor and his band of villains walk? Or do we do the sensible thing and get the fuck out of here? Go back and tell this woman what happened to her brother-in-law. Take whatever we can and move on with our lives.
Alfonso and Karizor are just covered in blood, standing.
Standing across you, the firelight on half of his face.
Pond.
Flickering.
The Crystal Ghost does not go in for vengeance. However, I believe you are right, Alfonso. This mayor and his followers are a blight on humanity and must be expunged. And she holds up her glass sword. Onward.
As Karazor said, tax evasion. It cannot be allowed, and it starts with him.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh god!
Overtaking us.
Oh
I
god!
said
we were
maybe
too
one
close.
character would die, and sadly, you all die.
We're all consumed in a great
Farmhouse
conflagration of our own making.
Where are you getting these directly from printers' manuals with all these crop marks on them? There's like a CMYK strip at the bottom.
It looks like pictures
real
taken
funny.
during a moon landing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a roll 20 fireball, I think.
Good call. Good call, Skid. I like it.
Can we kick in the door of this other building?
Yeah. All right, so Crystal Ghost, you just go to boot it right in.
Yeah.
I'm going to sheathe my silver rapier, draw my cold iron rapier, and stand behind the Crystal Ghost as she goes to work.
All right, so Alfonso switches weapons. Karazor just kind of like corrects himself, wiping this sturge blood off your face, and Braven.
I splash like water from the filthy brackish pond all over myself and into the open wound.
And, Braven must feel like $1 million.
I told you I'm hungry. I could really use some animal
He's
crackers or something. Yeah.
Maybe some trail mix.
And to be clear, before this door opens, Braven's going to stand wherever is safest.
Right.
I just want to make that clear.
Try and find the deepest part of the pond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just going to say, so in the pond.
He rolls his pants up to his knees so he can get the high waders in.
Don't open that door. Don't open. Hold on.
Holds his breath for 2 minutes. Then comes up. Is the combat over?
He has a snorkel.
What is it? Like a reed snorkel?
Crystal Ghost, you just kick in the door. Boom! And in slow motion, the doors of this old barn just open up like this. It's completely dark inside. The only light are from holes in the roof and the walls of the building, letting in moonlight, these sharp streaks of moonlight into there, and just opens
And
up
firelight.
darkness. And yes, the light
And
of the
firelight.
fire, adding some dim light.
You're
a
raging
dim
inferno.
glow into it.
There should be plenty of illumination right now.
Looking inside of this farm.
Troy, have you ever been at a house fire?
The fire's at your back. The fire's at
Shining
your back.
directly into the open door.
Remember, just picture a candle. Just picture a candle the size of a house. It's like that fist-sized mosquito you saw earlier, but it's as big as a house.
It's like 5,000 torches bundled into one.
You kick open the doors of this barn, and it's completely lit. You see everything. In fact, you see a little too much.
This place is lit.
You kick it open, and all right, fine. The firelight behind you is enough to illuminate the insides of this decrepit barn.
For a few feet at
So
least.
resistant. It's like, fine, the laws of physics apply.
But you know what it is? It's imagination versus imagination. The way I pictured it is that the illumination was behind you and was receding. You guys thought it was like overpowering you, and you're standing 10 feet away from it like, oh, this is fine. This is totally fine as this barn burns. Just
Right.
stand
Yeah,
there.
I guess you can't have both.
Yeah.
You can't have
Can't
the
have
really, really bright illumination and still be alive. It's sort of like-
Yeah,
it has to be a smoldering rubble now with no light and be alive.
Just embers. Just embers.
light or no light. There's
Yeah.
enough light in the moon to stream in. You kick it open. Like I said, slow motion, they just... And then you hear a sound, just... And then... These three creatures come running out at you. They look hairy, and they have these weird, misshapen heads, and their features are all fucked up. Like one of them has an eye where it should be, and the other eye is like up on the forehead. Their arms are in weird places. The other one doesn't have a nose, but has its lips and mouth where the nose is. So the face is really large, but the features are really, really small and creepy. So it's got this long head with this tiny little face, and then the nose mouth is like, and they just come up. Roll for initiative.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
come
gosh.
on. Oh, God. No breaks on a niche today. It's just from a niche to a niche to a niche.
Man, it's so funny that this is the beauty of this adventure. It's like role play. Call back.
A never, ceaseless attack of the mod by the module.
Talk to me, Braven.
9.
You've been the king of the nines tonight.
King of the nines.
What's your
Dressed to the
initiative?
nines.
King of the 9.
Plus 4.
Oh,
King of the 9.
okay. What about Karizor?
12.
12 for Karizor. Crystal G.
20.
Man, you've been rocking the niche. Alfonso?
20.
Ooh, I'm assuming that's Crystal Ghost, yes?
I'm
that
betting
is
it's Alfonso.
That is Alfonso. Because remember, I took the blood boiling pill, which, come on, 8 hours of +2 initiative into this part of the module. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Initiative. And they're all separate.
Huge. Magooge.
Huge.
All right. These things come running out at you, so we'll say that 2, or we'll say 1 got out, and it's equivalent of a surprise round. The other one is right at the Crystal Ghost, and there's another one that's like behind the Crystal Ghost. Round 1, Alfonso. I'm going to get you a picture of what one of their faces looks like while you...
Yeah, this is a freakish thing. Have I ever seen anything like this? Can I do a knowledge check?
Yes, you can.
Which one?
Local.
Knowledge Lokes it is. Don't forget the Jodski to make it a nice, even 32.
Whoa. Wow.
With a natty 18 plus a 6 inspiration.
Oh.
32.
Okay. In Pathfinder terms, I can tell you what this creature is in Pathfinder terms, but it's more of like a catch-all for what these can be used are. And I know you know what these are in Pathfinder terms. In Pathfinder terms, this is some variation of a mongrel man.
Oh, yeah.
wow, right.
Oh, I love them.
I know you know
Wow.
what these are from Wrath of the Righteous.
Yeah.
Which is the first time I had ever heard of them. But with
They're
a
in
30
they're in the original first edition AD&D Monster Manual 2. They're one of the races in there, monsters in there.
with a 32, I can tell you, I'm going to give you a little bit of technical knowledge, and then I'm going to give you a little bit of personal insight. But you're a smart guy.
I like it.
So let's start with technical knowledge. Technically speaking, pretty easy to hit. They don't have any particular weaknesses or resistances or anything. This is just going to be a fisticuffs.
This is just a street fight.
Street fight. You do see they have pretty... I want to make sure. I think they have pretty interesting looking weapons. I don't think there's like, Mongrel always do this. Of course, in the bestiary, they do slams and maybe they have a greatsword or something. Not these guys. These guys have their own thing going on. In this case, just want to make sure I get this right.
Did you know, by the way, that bestiary, like long, I'm probably stupid, but I didn't know that it long precedes like D&D. It's like, it's a book of like creatures that it goes back like thousands and thousands of years. It'd be like a mythological bestiary. And it was like an actual book that people made of creatures that haunt the night and shit like that thousands of years ago.
Huh.
Yeah. So like they use that name, but it's an actual name of like, that's what they call those books. Books
Yeah,
of
we
creatures.
said bestiary for the longest time until we like spent enough time at BizoCon and realized, we're stupid.
By the way, you know how it's actually pronounced? Bestiary, with like a CH. If you look it up online, it says like SCH, bestiary.
Bestiary. I like
Bestiary out there.
They don't have any weapons. They're just coming out like slamming. Let's talk about insight to these creatures. They look like some sort of crossbreed between humans and something else.
Okay.
Why are they here? You're looking at possibly some sort of cult of Glonder, the god of parasites. You've seen a corpse that has been cut open and stuffed with corn husks and sturges, and mosquitoes are prevalent all over the place. It's an old barn full of holes and some weird cross-breeded humans and something else in here you do not know.
I wonder if they're like,
they're out
the
to get
blood
you.
is mixing. Like, I wonder if it's like the sturges like bite something, then bite something else, and like poison the blood and
Dino DNA.
Dino and bingo.
One thing you do know is that they're normally lawful neutral, but these things look anything but.
Yeah.
They are evil,
I wonder. Yeah, they have been.
and they're coming for you.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to self-defend and attack this guy. So I'll use my cold iron rapier that I recently pulled out of my friend, and I will stab at the one that's charging at me. Oh, so close! 25 to hit.
Yep.
Yup. And wait a minute. Sorry, I'm seeing something funny on my sheet, as if some things went down, and I don't know why. Did something happen to me? Nothing happened
You
to me,
took
right?
con damage, didn't you?
I did
Right
not.
You want
All right, I'm just gonna roll it like nothing happened, and then we'll see. 6 points of damage.
okay.
And then I will take a 5-foot step behind Braven.
Good luck, Raven.
Safest place you could be.
Crystal Ghost, you kicked in the doors. Both doors are wide open, and there's one standing right in front of you. One zoomed past you because maybe they were watching you and they got the jump, and you see another one behind the one right in front of you. You're kind of in a precarious position here. What do you want to do?
Crystal Ghost is going to stab at the one right in front of me, the one inside the building still.
Okay.
Power attack. 2 hands on the longsword.
What do you got?
17 to hit.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Hey,
11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. It takes it. Looks right back at you.
Ooh.
And then the Crystal Ghost will take a 5-foot step down here.
So just diagonally back, right next to the mongrelman that just attacked Alfonso.
Exactly.
Kind of opening up the way for Karizor to come in, but also to let them out. Double-edged sword. It is Karizor's turn.
Karazor is going to take a 5-foot step to get up to the one that's up with the crystal ghost.
Yep.
And not quite flanking.
This is the one that Alfonso attacked.
Yes. And I guess, can I flank it? Can I move into that? There's a space there. Can I move into the space where I could be flanking
Yeah,
it?
you know what?
I was standing in.
Yeah, Crystal Ghost was standing there. I'll say you're squeezing. It's not going to affect your attack. It will affect your AC.
Okay. That would incur an attack of opportunity, but I'll take it.
Okay, so that guy that Alfonso just attacked
Don't crit.
goes out to slam you. 17. Oh, wait, you know what? It didn't act in combat yet, so it doesn't get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Flat-footed.
Okay, so I'm going to go power attack, overhand chop, and swing at it with all my might.
Please.
Natural fucking 2. God fucking damn it.
You've been cold all night. This is brutal.
Well, he said they're easy to hit, and you're flanking though. So what is it? What did you get?
What's the total?
It's 11. Do they have an 11 AC?
That was it, you, Matt.
Matthew, stop wasting everyone's time.
Oh, I heard in his voice that it was at me.
11 AC. Matthew. It is Braven's turn. Braven, you are Alfonso stepped right behind you and is using you as a human shield, a hobgoblin shield.
Yeah, Braven would like to kind of, it's hard to tell with the diagonals and how the grid is set up, but he kind of wants to 5-foot step further into the barn. And if he can't do that to get a clear shot on this gentleman, he'd like to go ahead and roll past 2 people taking attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, no, you can't. You won't be able to 5-foot step. I mean, that 5-foot step is even more complicated than the one that I nixed you on in the fight with the Arania. So this one would have to be.
Can I move here through the Crystal Ghost Square, through this square, through Karazor's Square, and end up here?
Yeah, that's going to provoke. Well, no, they haven't acted yet. So, yeah, you should be fine to take a step to your left and then to the north. And then again, yeah, you can move. You can make all those movements and be fine. But you can't. Yeah, you're fine. You can do that.
Raven is going to do that as an immediate action. He's going to pull up a hydro shield rotating around him, and he is going to take a 3rd point of burn to unleash a hydro fist at the guy in the back.
Have you explained to everybody what burn does?
Yeah, we did at the beginning. It gives you non-lethal damage. We explained it too when we healed you, or I healed you during the Mona sessions.
There might be a new listener though.
Yeah, so
I know.
So
it's important, like you're putting yourself
stream.
at risk when you use burn. Like
absolutely,
you could go unconscious faster.
So I currently have taken on 3 points of burn. You take 3 points of non-lethal damage that does not go away until you get a full night's rest. I have abilities such as Gather Power, which allow me to kind of take in the kinetic energy around me to prevent the burn from happening as I heighten powers around me. Certain abilities do that, and other abilities get heightened, like my Hydro Shield provides more AC bonus when I have burn, actually. So doing this now because I don't know how many more fights this crew can handle tonight. And also moving in here so he can get off a shot without having a -4 penalty. So here it comes.
Show me what you got.
Oh, yes. That is a 19 to hit.
Oh,
Nice.
dude.
That is a hit.
All right.
Nice.
Yes.
The furthermost strange-looking individual takes 21 points of damage.
Oh,
You
dude.
just the guy explodes. Just like, I mean, like a power washer on your skin, just explodes all over the place.
That's the second week in a row you've used that analogy. For,
Did I use power washer again? Well,
Yeah, you
a
used power wash
washer.
on skin last week.
because I
talked
bought
about-
one that doesn't attach to my hose, and it's driving me crazy.
It's not his mind all the time.
All I can think is the power washer that won't work. All right, Braven, hell of a turn there. You're able to get in, use your movement before they act. While they're flat-footed, they're too slow to be able to try and attack you as you make that move in. However, it is their turn. One of them is surrounded effectively by the Crystal Ghost, and Karazor is about 10 feet away from Alfonso. That one is going to go ahead and do a slam on the Crystal Ghost. He's going to attempt a slam. 14 misses the Crystal Ghost. And then the other one is standing right next to Braven, will attempt a slam-a-lam-a-ding-dong on Braven. That's a natty 18. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
Slamma-damma, no. 23 is the AC you need to hit, my
Bathe
friend.
yourself in water.
out.
That
21 points of damage and can't get hit on a 22.
that hits everyone except Raven, right?
Yep.
Yes, everyone that's ever played Pathfinder First Edition. But Brand's character tonight.
A 17th level fighter that would hit. Amazing. That's huge. Okay, because it's like whatever their damage is, whatever, but it just chips away, causes you to use your resources on a night that you don't know how long it's going to go. All right, then, new round, Alfonso. Alfonso, you move behind Braven. Braven got out of the way. Now that guy that you hit is still standing there.
Yes, he will step up and flank with Karazor. Karazor, work with me! And we're dipping and dodging together, and he'll stab Aru. Good chance to hit here. You know what makes it an easier chance to hit? A natural 20! Whoa! Yakasha! Come on!
Are we going 300 for direct relief? Roll to confirm.
We better get a 300 on this. You better confirm, Alfonso, you piece of trash. 20 to confirm.
Yes.
That is to confirm 300 for direct relief tonight. I got to look up something. All right, let's see what we got.
Hot night tonight. Hotter than that burn. That burn
Burning down the house.
I changed the fire on the barn. How much better does that look now?
That looks way better.
Doesn't that look amazing?
Sorry, let me
It looks
zoom
like
out
it's
to the
happening on
audience.
Earth. No.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Very nice.
Does it look better if I do it on the map layer like that?
No,
I think it
but
looks
better before.
Yeah, okay.
All right, this one from Robert in Pennsylvania. Yeah, Robert in PA. Deja vu. Your death strike leaves your target's defenses wide open. Double damage and make another attack at your highest base attack bonus. If your attack hits, your target is flat-footed for 1 round. Reflex save negates the second attack damage and the flat-footed condition. So everything comes down to this reflex save. So first of all, I will do double damage. So let's do that first. Probably just kill him
do
right
it.
up.
That could be easy
That's
to do it.
15 points of damage.
That's a dead non-verbal.
So all right, none of the rest of it matters. Thank you anyway, Robert. Appreciate that. That'll be fun another day. We'll save that for now.
Huge. 300 to direct relief. Do you want to move it? Oh, no, you moved.
I already moved up,
there.
and I natural 20.
That was awesome. That was great.
Crystal Ghost, there's a dead body in front of you, and Karizor is kind of blocking the door, but you could get in there. It might provoke. What do you want to do?
I'm going to take a 5-foot step, and I'm just going to stab at the guy right there.
Nice. Sand on the dead body. Okay.
Yes. Swing power attack.
I don't like it. Troy doesn't like it. I can tell.
21 to hit.
Nice.
That is a hit.
Cleaning house. Just a little spring cleaning here out back in the barn.
10 points
out
of
the
damage.
barn.
X gonna give it to you, that guy.
Yeah.
X gonna give it to you.
Dead Zony.
Real dogs smell blood.
Holes perforate the roof of this clearly very, very old barn, while streaks of bird droppings and smears of dark red stains decorate the few portions that remain intact. You can see there's the dilapidated remains of a sagging hayloft, dripping with accumulated rainwater. Hasn't rained since you've been there. Well, at the barn's back stands a makeshift candlelit shrine, crowned with an enormous set of moth-like wings on a moldy canvas.
What is it with these people and their shrines? It's always shrines.
Karazor's gonna. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, please.
Karazor's gonna, sword still out. He's going to walk forward and kind of wary fascination towards this shrine to get a closer look.
Alfonso will follow.
So the Crystal Ghost.
Braven will too.
You walk in. The ground is really gross, similar to the ground in that basement shrine of the now burnt up abandoned farmhouse.
Some more bodies buried here. Perhaps.
You see weird, like, trophies, maybe, surrounding the shrine. Hands, severed feet, other body parts, and bones all throughout, just crunching. But the one thing you notice as you approach the shrine, this is really dark, are small bones.
Oh, come
Oh,
on,
no.
Troy.
Small bones of, like, dead infants.
Oh, no.
Why would you add this to the module?
We'll see you next week.
Oh gosh.
What a sickening note to leave.
What a horrible note to leave off on.
It's all there. It's all there.
Sometimes we cheer. Sometimes we yell in anguish.
Not tonight.
This is what you call a Cliffy?
That's a real gross Cliffy.
Tonight I just lay awake all night sad. Thank you. Thanks.
This is going to be a real weird after party.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Make sure you come.
Yeah. Come
Don't
hang
miss it.
out. We'll talk about what just happened.
Or not.
Over and over.
Or not.
Or not.
We'll pretend it never did.
As someone said in the chat, and now I sad.
And now, I said.